So from that, we're seeing like 144% increase in strength over the period of time there. They're recovering better at the 48 hours. They're fully recovered, and then some. They've actually got stronger at the third day, which is like a really interesting finding because it shouldn't really be happening. They shouldn't be getting stronger. And compared to placebo, I say about 144% above that. What was really cool in this study is that we're able to take a bunch of blood plasma from these people as well. So see what's happening in the muscle after they're doing the exercise insult and then through their recovery days as well. And we see that there's a bunch of different markers. So we call these myokines. So they're kind of cytokines are inflammatory molecules that get released due to certain kind of immune reasons. And myokines are muscle released cytokines, and they're specific to exercise. So what we see there is on all the things that are involved with recovery, we see a peak, come back to baseline, which is exactly what you want. So a kind of big reaction to the exercise, a big and amplified response, but then return to baseline and go there. And we also see that response kicking in quicker as well. So we looked at their blood prior to the exercise challenge, immediately after the exercise challenge, and then I think it's a 2 hours, a 4 hours, and the 48 and the 72. So we just see these graphs that have all got an amplified response compared to the placebo, and in a lot of cases that little bit sooner as well. And then a really interesting one there as well, which is something because it just always has kind of been in the scene and around the background of sports nutrition, is we also looked at the negative myokines that are happening. And one of the big ones that we always hear about is myostatin. So myostatin is something that inhibits muscle growth, and typically it increases as we age. We know exercise as a whole is good for it, but overtraining, over-exercising actually produces and increases myostatin. I guess that's some kind of evolutionary thing to show that if you do too much exercise, you don't suddenly blow up, that you can't do anything.
I'm a habitual overtrainer. Yeah, 8 days straight, no rest day, and then I'm like, okay, and then,
So okay,
all right, I'm back.
So what we saw is we effect for that specific overtraining event, that leg extension, we pretty much knocked out that overtraining effect cool. From the myostatin. So we saw a tiny little speed bump, but compared with the placebo group, which just had this big peak of myostatin that came on, so we just turned that big peak into a speed bump and then got it down to baseline as well.